Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Autocar Quick News, where we bring you a roundup of all the launches, new car unveils, juicy news and scoops from the week gone by. But before we begin, do remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated on all of our latest videos. Let's start with the biggest news of the week. Many of you have been waiting for it, and now the Kia Sonet has finally gone on sale. The Kia Sonet has been launched in India with introductory prices starting at Rs 6.71 lakh. It's available in two variant lines, Tech Line and GT Line. This means that the Sonet lineup is available in 6 trim levels. The Tech Line comprises of the HTE, HTK, HTK Plus, HTX and HTX Plus trims, while the GT Line has a sole, fully loaded GTX Plus trim. Here's a detailed look at the variant-wise prices. So far, Kia has received over 25,000 bookings for the Sonet compact SUV. The brand has also confirmed that prices for the top-end Sonet GTX Plus diesel automatic and turbo petrol DCT variants will be announced in the coming days. To know what we think of the Sonet, check out our video review of Kia's new compact SUV. It was earlier this year that Škoda gave the aging Rapid a new lease of life with the introduction of a 1-litre TSI engine. So far, you could only have it with a 6-speed manual gearbox. But now Škoda is offering the option of a 6-speed torque converter automatic as well. The Škoda Rapid TSI automatic has been launched with prices ranging from Rs 9.49 to 13.29 lakh. While the automatic versions cost about Rs 1.5 lakh more than the equivalent manual variants, the Rapid automatic's starting price of Rs 9.49 lakh undercuts that of all of its rivals, making the Rapid the most affordable automatic midsize sedan on sale in India today. It's powered by the same 1-litre turbo petrol which makes 110 horsepower and 175 Nm of torque as the manual Rapid, and the ARAI certified fuel efficiency figure is 16.24 kpl. It will be available in a total of 5 variants, and here's a look at their prices. The Grand i10 Nios has been a consistent performer for Hyundai sales-wise, and to give it a little bit of a push for this festive season, Hyundai has added a new variant to the Nios range. The corporate edition of the Nios is based on the Magna variant but brings a handful of extra features such as a 6.7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, electric folding ORVMs with turn indicators, 15-inch steel gunmetal wheels styled to look like alloys, an air purifier with a HEPA filter and antibacterial and antifungal fabric for the seats. It's available in petrol and diesel forms and costs roughly Rs 19,000 more than the Magna variant it's based on. The Sonet will soon be joined by another new name in the compact SUV space. Yes, I'm talking about the Toyota Urban Cruiser, which will be launched next week. The Toyota Urban Cruiser is set to be launched in India on September 23. Toyota's first compact SUV, the Urban Cruiser, is based on the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza and is the carmaker's second product in India under its partnership with Suzuki. It will be available in 3 trim levels and with a sole 1.5-litre petrol engine option. Gearbox options for the Urban Cruiser will include a 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic, and Toyota is also expected to offer a 3-year, 1 lakh kilometer warranty. Expect the Urban Cruiser's prices to range from Rs 8.5 lakh to 11.5 lakh. Speaking of launches that are just around the corner, Ford is set to introduce the Endeavour Sport next week. The Endeavour Sport will be a new, blacked out variant of the SUV that's slated to launch on September 22. All the chrome and silver accents from the standard Endeavour, like on the front and rear skid plates, grille surround, ORVMs, fender vents and side step, will now sport a gloss black finish. Additionally, it will also feature a new black honeycomb grille, a new sport badge on the tailgate and decal on the side, as well as black alloy wheels. However, the interior will continue to have a beige and black theme, and no mechanical changes are expected. Many of you will have seen the recently revealed 4th generation Kia Carnival and wondered if it's coming to India anytime soon. But we can now confirm that the new gen MPV is not on the cards for our market at this time. The 3rd gen Kia Carnival was launched in India at the Auto Expo earlier this year. However, just a few months later, Kia took the covers off of the 4th gen Carnival for international markets. While many would have hoped to see it in India, Ho Sung Song, President and CEO of Kia Motors Corporation, has now clarified that the India launch of the new model is not on the cards for now. Since its launch earlier this year, Kia has managed to sell over 3,800 units of the current gen Carnival, and since it has no direct competitors, the company is confident that the Carnival will be in high demand in the time to come. If you're contemplating buying a new Mercedes, you do well to decide quickly because prices of a few Mercedes-Benz models will be hiked next month. Prices of the Mercedes-Benz C-Class, E-Class and GLC are set to be hiked with effect from October 1. With increasing input costs and weakening currency cited as key factors, these three cars will witness a price hike in the region of Rs 80,000 to Rs 1.5 lakh depending on the variant and model. But before it introduces this price hike, Mercedes will launch the second generation GLE Coupe in AMG 53 form on September 23. The Ferrari Roma was revealed late last year, and now that bookings for the stylish GT are open in India, we can also confirm its price in our market. The Ferrari Roma is now officially available in India at a price of Rs 3.61 crore. The Roma was unveiled in late 2019 and is a front-engine, rear-wheel drive sports car that has a 2+2 seating layout and sports Ferrari's new design language. Its 3.9-litre twin-turbo V8 produces 620 horsepower and 760 Nm of torque and is mated to a new 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox. The Roma does 0 to 100 km an hour in 3.4 seconds and goes on to a top speed of 320 km an hour. India deliveries of the Roma are expected to begin sometime in 2021. Since we're on the subject, Ferrari has unveiled a new model this week. It's the Portofino M, an evolution of the entry-level Ferrari which gets a more powerful engine and a new gearbox. Externally, the Ferrari Portofino M has been lightly redesigned over the standard Portofino. Changes are focused on the front end with a new bumper design for a sportier and more aggressive look. The Portofino M also brings in the full 5-position Manettino drive mode switch from pricier Ferraris, which has a race mode. And the 3.9-litre twin-turbo V8 is more powerful, now producing 620 horsepower. Also new is an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission which replaces the older 7-speed unit, and the Portofino's 0 to 200 kph time is rated at 9.8 seconds, a full second quicker than before. Let's turn our attention now to some new cars that were revealed this week. We begin with the 4th generation Hyundai Tucson, and let me tell you, its design will definitely have your attention. Now in its 4th generation, the Hyundai Tucson has undergone what is possibly its most dramatic evolution since the original came out in 2004, both in terms of design and technology. It follows Hyundai's sensuous sportiness design language, but also features flourishes of what the company calls parametric dynamics, which adds jewel-like surfacing to the Tucson's exterior. Lending an air of boldness to the new Gen Tucson's face is a parametric grille that incorporates half-mirror type LED daytime running lights that are only visible when they're switched on. Size-wise, the 2021 Hyundai Tucson has grown, but the bigger news is that for the first time ever, the Tucson will also be offered in long wheelbase form. The Tucson's interior adopts a minimalist approach and ditches most physical controls for touch panels. Standing out on the wraparound dashboard are a 10.25-inch digital driver display, a 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system, and the functions for the automatic climate control are accessed via a touch panel. The new Tucson will have petrol, diesel and hybrid powertrain options, and while the model for international markets has been revealed in 5-seat form, we previously reported the new Tucson will come to India in 7-seat form only, positioned as a replacement for the Santa Fe, which won't return to our market. It's been a long time coming, and now we finally have our first look at Nissan's 370Z successor, which has been previewed as the Z Proto. The Z Proto is a concept that showcases the design direction that the next generation Nissan Z car will take. And as expected, it is a retro-styled sports car true to the Z design philosophy of having a long bonnet, stubby boot and a swooping coupe roofline. The design borrows heavily from various Z cars of the past, and on the inside, the Z Proto has a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, a 9-inch infotainment screen, 3 dash-mounted gauges and a healthy dose of leather and Alcantara. Powering the Z Proto is a 3-litre twin-turbo V6 paired with a 6-speed manual gearbox. Expect to see the production version of the Z Proto sometime next year. The Jaguar F-Pace has been around for a few years now and has just received a mid-life update, which brings styling changes, an overhauled interior and hybrid powertrains. With the update, the F-Pace's LED headlights and taillights are now slimmer than on the outgoing model. The grille is larger and the front and rear bumpers are new. On the inside, the dashboard is all new and features a freestanding 11.4-inch touchscreen infotainment system. In international markets, powertrain options for the F-Pace include mild hybrid petrols, diesels and a new plug-in hybrid. All-wheel drive is standard across the range, as is an 8-speed automatic gearbox. New to the F-Pace lineup is the P400e plug-in hybrid that pairs a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine with an electric motor to produce a combined 404 horsepower. The system is paired with a 17.1 kWh lithium-ion battery pack that gives the F-Pace an electric-only range of up to 53 km. Expect the F-Pace facelift to come to India early in 2021. Now onto some two-wheeler news, and we begin with Royal Enfield, which has hiked prices of all its models in India. This is the second time Royal Enfield has hiked prices of its BS6 compliant models. The first price hike of around Rs 3,000 came in May. The latest price hike isn't as big, but it does drive up the prices of the entire Royal Enfield range. While prices of the Himalayan, Interceptor 650, Continental GT 650 and Classic 350 have gone up by Rs 1,800, the entry-level Bullet 350's price has gone up by Rs 2,800. There's a mystery Honda that's set to be launched on September 30. Honda is keeping its cards close to its chest for now, but we've got some information on this new motorcycle which could potentially be a Royal Enfield rival. Honda has been developing a motorcycle to take on Royal Enfield, and we may finally get to see what this bike is at the end of this month. This will be a never-seen-before motorcycle designed specifically for our market. It will be interesting to see whether the bike is based on an all-new platform or if it uses a modified version of something like the Honda Rebel 300 that is sold overseas. While we haven't seen the bike yet, Honda has shared an audio clip that reveals how this new bike sounds. Check it out. As the festive season nears, KTM and Husqvarna have new models waiting in the wings. There's a smaller KTM Adventure on the way, along with higher capacity Husqvarna motorcycles. First up, it's the KTM 250 Adventure, which is set to be launched in October. The 250 Adventure looks largely similar to the 390 Adventure, and powering it is a 248.8cc single-cylinder engine that develops 30 horsepower and 24 Nm of torque. The 250 Adventure is expected to be priced around the Rs 2.3 to 2.4 lakh mark, which is significantly lower than the KTM 390 Adventure. Following the 250 Adventure will be Husqvarna's Zwartpilen 401 and Wittpilen 401, which will be launched by the end of October. The Husqvarnas are based on the KTM 390 Duke platform, which means they share the same main frame, suspension components and engine that develops 43.5 horsepower and 37 Nm of torque. What sets the Swedish motorcycles apart are their unique designs, with the Wittpilen being the neo-retro cafe racer and the Zwartpilen being a scrambler. It will be interesting to see if the company adopts the same price strategy as that of the Husqvarna 250s and prices the 401s below their KTM 390 Duke cousin, which currently retails at Rs 2.58 lakh. And that's all we have for you on this week's Sweet News section. But before I go, I must tell you that the 21st anniversary issue of Autocar India is out now, and it is one issue you just don't want to miss. So make sure you order your copy from Amazon or Flipkart. And of course, as always, don't forget to tell us what you thought of this week's video, what your highlight of this week was, what you think of the Kia Sonnet's pricing, and of the new Tucson's bold styling. As always, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. We'll see you here again next week.